What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we need to have a little bit of a look at some very, very exciting stuff that's going on in terms of the competitive circuit for the One Piece TCG, prize cards, tournaments, events, all kind of fun things. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm a little bit excited. We might as well start off at the beginning. This is what makes the most sense, with just this lovely graphic which shows us the key art for this coming season, because yes, we do have key art for the season. I mean, it's the straw hat. Like, obviously it's the straw hats, but still, who doesn't love the straw hats? And we got Championship 25 to 26, that is of course starting this year, ending next year. We'll get to specific dates in a minute. And, let's actually get to it now, because it's going to be March 17th to July 2025, but that's going to be Season 1. That is going to be Season 1 of this year, this competitive year. There will be other seasons. I wonder if there's going to be a World Championships next March. Let's hang on and find out now, shall we? So, this is very exciting. The key art isn't important, but it is awesome, so I'm going to allow it. What else have we got? How about, before we get to prize cards, why don't we just look at the season as a whole? And yes, obviously it does end with the World Finals in March. So April, May, June, July, we've got Season 1. That includes offline regionals, online regionals, and store championships. Tournaments we've talked about a lot. Tournaments we will continue to talk about when new events are announced, when new prize cards, etc. are announced. You know I'll be here for you. And then August and September, we get the Season 1 finals, but only for NA and EU. LATAM, Oceania, Asia apparently not happening. Season 1 finals are not happening outside of that. And what I find a little bit interesting is that actually, if we have a look at Japan's schedule, they do actually have Season 1 finals listed, and they've actually already told us it's happening in Kyoto on the 16th of August. I kind of love this. We're sitting there being like, well, somewhere in this 2-month period, North America and EU are going to have their finals, but let's not get too much about the details yet. And Japan's like, 16th of August in Kyoto, let's go. And you know what? I can respect that. I think that's a really nice way of doing it. I'm a big fan. Japan has actually listed their Season 2 finals, and it is going to be happening in January, but they've not given us the date and they've not given us the location. That basically, it literally translates as kind of final tournament or championship tournament. That's essentially where we are. So, okay, that makes sense. Cool. Let's go away from the Japan for a little bit. Although, actually, just have a quick look. If we have a look at Season 1 for Japan before we actually move on, they've actually given complete dates of the area tournaments. That's literally what they're called. It literally translates as area tournaments, but they've actually got that there. On the 1st of June, we have got Tokyo. On the 8th of June, we've got Hokkaido. On the 14th of June, we've got Kyoto. On the 29th of June, we've got Hiroshima. On the 5th of July, we've got Fukuoka. And on the 12th of July, we've got Miyagi. So Japan gets all that information. We don't yet, I'm afraid, have that information. Sorry about that. So we've got all of those events. We get to the Season 1 finals, NA and EU, sometime in August and September. So that doesn't apply to Asian territories. It basically means no Oceania and no LATAM. But also in August, we start Season 2 with offline, online regionals and store championships. These are your bread and butter tournaments of varying sizes throughout the year, heading into the Season 2 finals in December and January. And you will notice that Season 2 finals does not say NA and EU only, which means they're up for grabs. They're going to be everywhere. We get tournaments all over the world, which sounds fun to me. I can live with this. This sounds good. Again, no dates or locations. We'll have to be figuring that one out later, I'm afraid. But still, we've got a nice little roadmap and we got 2 lots of finals, and that makes me very happy. For those of you asking, because I do get this question quite a bit lately, yes, I do intend getting more involved in casting and being at events this season. Hopefully, they'll have me. That's the big question. It's not just up to me, but assuming Bandai will have me back, I do intend being at some events, doing some casting over this season, because I love One Piece. I do like daily videos on this channel. Obviously, I want to start getting to more events, so hopefully that's going to be happening. So, we got Season 1 finals, Season 2 finals, heading to the World Finals in March again, and they haven't announced the location of Worlds, but we've had 2 World Championships so far, and they were both in Japan. They're actually both in Tokyo, for what it's worth. So, I'm not saying it is going to be a Japan World Finals again, but I am saying that I think that's extremely likely. Along similar notes, I don't think they're going to let me cast Worlds, although I'd love it if they did, but I think next year I probably should try and be at the World Championships. Although my son's birthday is in March, so if they could not have it overlapping with my son's 4th birthday, that would be wonderful. Not the 14th of March. Or honestly, the 12th or 13th. Right, what weekend would that be? Oh, the 14th is a Saturday. Not the 14th, 15th of March. Not that weekend. Because I'm telling you right now, if that's the weekend it is, I will not be at Worlds next year. But if they could avoid that weekend, we'll be good. So I did promise you there are some prize cards we can be looking at. I was not lying. Let's start off with the English prize cards, although these are ones we've seen before. So what we've got here, these are going to be for your big events, and we've got top 8 Sanji, top 16 Zoro, and top 64 Nami. Again, we've seen these previously in Japan, I'm pretty sure, so we're not exactly talking about some groundbreaking, never-before-seen cards here, but firstly, they're extremely cool, and secondly, and I'm a massive TCG nerd, I appreciate this greatly, I love that they've gone to the effort of putting the new stamp on. We've got a new stamp for this upcoming season. It is the Straw Hat with 25-26. It's cool. I will probably never win one of these because, like I said, I intend going to more events, but hopefully I'm not going to be playing, so I'll probably never win one of these. And I'm kind of alright with that. But I look forward to seeing all the people that do. It's going to be fun. So that's what you've got there. We got Nami, we got Zoro, we've got Sanji, and yes, these are going to be pretty sought-after cards. Now, the Sanji, of course, that is your top prize here. That is your one from OP09. And what we've got is 7 cost, 7k, counter plus 1,000. And on play, you return 1 or more Don from your field to your Don deck to give the character Rush. And then rest one of your opponent's characters of a cost of 6 or less. It's one of the ones that was designed for OP09 Luffy, which is a deck which has fallen off. We've got the Roanoa Zoro for top 16 on play. You may return a Don card or more from your field to your Don deck to add a Don card from your Don deck and set it as active. Yeah, again, this is designed for that Luffy deck, which isn't that great anymore. And then we got the Nami from OP09, which one attacking, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, find a blue event and add it to your hand. And this seems like a card which it's always going to be hanging around as, you know what? Maybe that could work. But Japan has other cards. Japan has new cards that we can have a little bit of a look at. And these ones are a bit more red and a bit more new because we've not seen these ones before. What we've got is well, they haven't exactly said, but it seems to be that we've got ourselves a Yasop here, and I'm assuming this is for top 8 in your flagship tournaments, your smaller events, your area events. I believe the Yasop is going to be, also these are all also from OP09 for what it's worth. I believe this is going to be your top 8, because Japan generally does the whole 32-player tournament, top 8 gets a silver card, winner gets a gold card, although sometimes they run it as 64-person events instead, in which case top 16 get the silver card and top 2 get the gold card. Not confirmed, they haven't actually said that yet, but it really does seem like that's where they're going with this. And hey, this Yasop never had another version in the set, so it's kind of cool to get it now. It's your 5 cost, 6k, counter plus 1,000, which on play gives your leader a 1k bump, and Don X1 when attacking gives one of your opponent's characters a -1 nerf. Cool. The gold card, which I'm assuming is your winner card for the flagship tournaments, etc., the area events, is your Ben Beckman. 7 cost, 7k, and on play, you get to take one of your opponent's 6 cost or lower characters and trash them. Nice. Now, this one did actually have an alternate art there initially, but still, very cool card. Now, the other card they've shown us is the top 32, and this one's nice and clear. This is your final event best 32, so the One Piece finals in Japan top 32. You get this ridiculous Shanks, and I do feel like this is going to be one of the most sought after prize cards we've seen. It is absolutely absurd, and it is the ridiculous Shanks from OP09, which had an alternate art and had a manga rare. So this is actually the same Shanks as the manga Shanks, and actually, wait, it also had, if I remember correctly, a wanted poster. So we actually got 4 versions of this card in OP09. Now we've got another. I think this might be the best, other than the manga, obviously. And yeah, this one, all of your opponent's characters get -1,000 power, and it's a 10 cost 12k with Rush. Sounds good to me. So these are some pretty cool prize cards. We're going Straw Hat in the West right now. We are going for Red-Haired Pirates over in Japan. But do remember how these things go. Like right now, these Red-Haired Pirates I'm showing you, they are Japan prize cards. They are prize cards that can be gotten by going to Japan and playing in Japan. However, anyone honestly think we're not getting these prize cards? I know we don't always get the kind of sealed prize cards, but as in like the 8-pack battles, but it does feel like we're probably going to get these ones at some point, and that makes me happy. So there we go. The new tournament series is going to be starting. We've got finals coming, we've got store events, we've got new prize cards, and there's a lot we don't know in terms of specific dates, especially outside of Japan, in terms of other prize cards that are going to be coming later, in terms of all sorts of things, but don't worry. You know the deal by now. When this stuff comes around, I will be here to show it to you. But now it's over to you guys. Tell me how excited you are for the new season. Tell me what you think about these prize cards. Tell me how many events you are planning to go to in the coming year. Go nuts in the comment section, but be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at @TheWasi. That's where we talk about One Piece and a bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord, and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing is always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.